Aveva, not the insurance company, but the software designer, had a deal with Schneider to combine into a single software company with Schneider's software division. That deal has fallen apart. Aveva's shares have gone from 20 quid to 14.
Yeah.
What this tells me is they had a good deal.
Yeah.
Somebody messed it up. Heads should roll.
I mean, you don't often see them down 30% in one day. That's a lousy, lousy result. And it's exactly mirrors the result they got in July when the deal was announced. Aveva, we're told, you can have all these software assets. We're going to combine so it's 50-50. They had about the same EBITDA. Right, so and then 550 million quid of extra cash.
So we should take a step back. So Schneider had the massive industrial Schneider had a software division. They were going to let that go, plug it into Aveva. Schneider would own 53% of the company.
Yeah, but also, because that would be approximately the deal you'd have if they were equal partners, they also threw in 550 million quid, which on a per share basis is about £9.60 a share. So today the shares have fallen about 7 quid, which is basically all the cash that the Aveva shareholders would have enjoyed all themselves. They've just been told they're not going to get it.
Well, this, I'm actually not clear why that should be the explanation, because if the company was to be controlled by Schneider, do the Aveva shareholders really have?
No, it was spelled out very clearly in the large print. This is the cash that you're going to get before the deal is done. This is going to go just to the ex-ante shareholders, and also all sorts of covenants about keeping the management. So a special dividend was going to be paid. Yeah, basically, we're going to give you a special dividend before you even walk up the altar.
Okay, and so we've lost the special dividend, and that money has now come out of Aveva's share
But it's still on the same basic multiple, which is a multiple that says that even though it's exposed to the oil and gas sector, which means it's had a pretty rubbish 12 months.
Their software is just sold into this one.
Well, no, about 40% of it is, but that's enough to knock your growth prospects. So they needed a solution that gave them diversification, access to new markets. Schneider, who are sprawling all over the place, 186,000 employees, they were their solution. So they've also lost that opportunity. They need to be thinking of a new one, while their shareholders wonder, what was this false move all about?
So the Lex view is, here is Aveva, they have a good product.
Yeah, great product.
They need to sell it to a lot more people. Schneider gave them a chance to do that. Now they have to find another way to kind of...
And the reason the deal fell down is a bit mysterious to us, because it looks like stuff that's kind of obvious. Schneider's engineers, software engineers all over the world, of course they're going to be difficult to integrate. Integration difficulties are cited as the reason for this to have failed. Well, they could have seen that coming. They could have seen that Schneider wouldn't pay as much attention to them as they'd like to be paid to them. They're about 100 times bigger. So no wonder it failed. And it makes you wonder, does this management understand how to create this strategic option for growth?
Well, we're going to find out, Giles. Thanks very much.
Yes, we are.